sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Dallas Cowboys.
Keep playing hard. Ready? 90 Wolf. 54 Mike. You ain't going nowhere. Ready?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Here's Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike, 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike, keep it up.
2nd and 5. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 32-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Down. 10 Lobo. 61. Matchbox Lights. Block the run.
To throw on third down. Eason, he's going to launch this thing. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready. 54, Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gone.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. And watch that. 80 weapon. Look, 54. Ready.
Now it's Hines. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Love. Got an open man. That's Campbell. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Dog. 22 check bomber. 22 check bomber. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14. Cowboys, nothing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get in the weight room.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. 24 is the mic. Danny. Hard. Undercrush. Ready.
Back to throw. Eason. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elliott running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
24 is the mic. Five. You can't block me. 24 is the mic.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Orbit. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
From the gun, Eason. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Love. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Looking to throw. Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Ready. 9:55. Hey, eat. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to go.
On 1st and 10, Eason. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
So don't say nothing.
2nd and 4. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Eason. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set 70, Indy. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's the 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
On first down. It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Set, ready, bait, read. Let's set a tone, fella. Race don't travel, race don't travel.
To throw on second down. Love looking. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. 2nd and 9 now. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He had 3 of those sacks last week en route to being the AFC Defensive Player of the Week 1 right there. How do you block him now?
That's the question you think that they'd be able to answer. After having 3 the week before, you would make all the necessary adjustments in practice, but he's such an imposing force, he knows how to get to the quarterback anyway.
Let's go. 8, read.
Check, 53's Mike.
Look, squeeze.
Screen. Watch the screen. Kill.
Hey, wahoo.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taking on the midfield logo. Well, not good at all. Punt him just 24 yards there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. 60, orange. He's scared. Ready, go.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, zoom.
Mike 9.
Come on. Snap.
From the gun, Eason nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Hey, we got a seal. We got a seal. We got a seal. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Yep.
Motion, I got one.
Hey. High 7.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bound to lose one. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Switch.
This is Hines. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
64, weak. That's track. Hatchet. Ready, go. It's a safety creep. Kill.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, break. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Check safety. 66. Bullet high. Hey, 1 set. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got you, son. General, West. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine. Check 50. Leo, slam. Hey, switch go. Set. Mike's by 4. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now a give, right side. Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
61. Matchbox, light. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Blue dot Corkers. Blue dot Corkers.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Look at me. Door. Hey, Jet. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
64, weak. Hey, seam 6. Leo. Ready.
Throwing on first down, Eason. And this is going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Set. Ken Lobo. 53. Let's go. Watch twist. Recon 132 fighter. Flare. Flare. Check. three, check three. Check four, check four. You're out. Switch. 36. See it. Oh. Let's go.
Now a give right side. It's Hines. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
80 weapon. Check.
They run with Hines. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. Brings up fourth down.
Here we go. 90. Wolf. Go.
And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
60 Pittsburgh.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Greystone, 5.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it.